Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and welcome to what I originally planned as the last video, but times have changed. Our kids are getting worse, but that's not really the focus of what I wanted to talk about. No, in fact, I did the last video as it was because I ran out of time to make it. So instead, I made it all about Chorzy Senpai, which I think was a worthy cause because we all love a bit of Chorzy. And now that he's getting more views than me, which I guess is deserved, it's nice to commemorate him. Anyway, what I originally planned to do was, in that video, put little bits of Chorzy in, with little bits of me experimenting with my new little Valkyrie cat, which we got in that very stream that I made highlights out of. But now, 'tis separate, and today, I will be upgrading it and taking it somewhere what I don't know. Here it will be then in the Uber section. Quite strange to think, really, a little cat being in Ubers all of a sudden, but the rules have all changed, I guess. Things are all a bit different, a bit up in the air and a bit spooky, especially since it's October. Ooh. Little Valkyrie is Valkyrie's younger sister, top agent of Valhalla and trusted with high-risk missions to defend the mortal realms. Area attack might break barriers. Well, what else does it do? Everything, apparently. I also kind of know about this from Nobalan Pasalan, because he has the same thing, doesn't he? Well, not quite exactly the same, but I think the idea is with these ones is that they have that when they die or something that's not actually very useful. So I'm not going to get over pleased about it. I'm not going to be as happy as I was with Nobalan, because we all know that we're going to be disappointed. Nature itself has blessed her with command over all forces of the earth, and air attacks might still, in fact, break barriers. So I don't know what to expect here, whether we're going to constantly have these abilities or not. But I'm going to get it to level 30 nonetheless, and I've heard good things about it nonetheless. Right then, I guess I'll be taking this thing into Cats of the Cosmos. Not what I expected I'd be doing. I thought I might pay a trip back to the old Uncanny Legends, but seeming as this has got something to do with barriers and breaking them, it would make sense to bring them here. Now, there was a level that we haven't seen me do yet, and that's a Babwa, which I did in the 7.3 overview, or something like that, ages ago. And I cut it out because it wasn't entirely relevant to the whole little macho legs thing. But now, have a look at that. A Babwa is next. Looks like a Kabuto. Or is that a mushroom? Am I getting the two confused? Only 1,200 monies or more. Oh dear. Okay, well that means we can say goodbye to our update child of new abilities. Will our general slot work for that? Well, that would be no Manacarazer, no Rover, no Jizo, no Seafarer, no Little Macho Leg, no Neo Psycho Cat, no Can. So I'm thinking no. It does, however, allow us to use whatever Ubers we like, if we can actually get to the menu correctly. I reasonably expect then that we're going to have to use something like Cat Machine. Cat Machine is certifiably going to be our meat shield here because of the price that we need to keep these things to. Other than that, things that are anti-alien, we've got Waves from Cats in the Cradle, so let's use that. I'll tell you what, Major Leaguer Cat, I've heard good things, I'm not sure I'll be very good at using it, but we're going to try and use it anyway with this eclectic mix of very strange things that we have put together. Alien Celeboodle to start us off. Well, that is not going to be as easy as it usually is, because I would usually just kill one of these things with just like meat shielding. Okay, next tactic, ranged units. If we can knock it back each time, which I reckon we pretty much can because of its... Okay, well, if the things didn't hit at the same time, that would be a lot more useful. If we can knock it back each time, there we go, it won't hit us and kill us. Okay, next. Scizoroo. One Scizoroo? No, we got a Jacefish Spones and the nice Dolphina. Well, it's better than having a normal nasty Dolphina. Get a nice long-range Major Leaguer, some Dragons, upgrade the Worker Cat. That's probably going to be important for a level where we can only use such expensive units. Cat Machine doing an excellent job. I'm going to bring Cat to the Cradle along. Not sure how useful it'll be given its short range, but Waves. Waves are fun, aren't they? I like Waves. Air's definitely long range. A nice big Whirlwind. Got rid of one of the Scizoroos and almost only Jacefish Spones remains. I can Abraham that, I reckon, right after the next attack. That would be the most professional thing to do, would it not? Okay, right, we've been knocked back. Send Abraham in against a Scizoroo. Kills the Scizoroo. Send Abraham in again against that 2D Wonder. I originally criticised it, right, but I do quite like its design now. Abahama is dead. Well, that didn't do a great amount, but then again, we don't look to be in trouble. Bam! Jacefish Spone's gone. Well, it wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be then. Cat Machine and General Ubery to the rescue. We continue with this same restriction onto Titan, and I've made this, appropriated this strange thing. I think I put this in as a placeholder. So we got a drone cat. I mean, why not? It fulfills the criteria, and I've barely used it. We got double dragons, cat machine as a meat shield, these two as a defense combo, our little Valkyrie, Meg Aphrodite, and a Bahamut. And on reflection, I could put blue in, but our Wild Dancer Valkyrie is going to stand in for blue for now, and hopefully will be a good stand-in. Titan, then. What do you have for us, Titan? You exciting old level, you. I can also use the Olympian, weightlifter, wrestler, whoever she is now. She keeps changing her identity if I need to see fit, but I don't think I will. Angel enemies, well, okay. Oh, maybe there aren't any more of them. But I mean, if there were, our little flying Dubry cat might be quite good for that. I mean, I've already forgotten what it is. A drone cat? I would say it's been so long since I've used it, but I don't think I have used it, truth be told. This dragon stacking, I think, is working rather well. We've got our one island. Unfortunately, can't do dual ones because the other one is too cheap, which is an interesting problem to have, but there we go. Cat machine in to work as its big old meat shielding self, and there's some angel, which we conveniently have no droid for. Droid, drone, you see what I mean? I cannot. I should probably save up for little Valkyrie and see how that goes, so we'll do that now. Avast ye! Look how fast that is, and I remember that being said about you in the unit descriptions, and whoa! 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 That is a serious turn of speed and, in fact, attack rate. That's really quite good. Wowee me. It wasn't what I thought she would be. I heard whisperings, probably incorrect whisperings we can deduce, that she was some kind of anti-everything thing. I mean, she might be. She isn't anti-anything specifically, but does that mean she's anti-everything? I don't think it does. I think her speed is her main trait here, and she's pretty heckin' good at that. We've blitzed through Titan completely. It looks like she's going to be useful at least for Cats of the Cosmos. Stelling is the same restriction again. We can go straight into it. What? Skelling? It's not even stelling. A-levels. Can't even read. Morph. I might do some unsynced dragons, if you don't mind. A little bit like that, although both of them might get frozen, which might not be great. Okay, so it looks like we're not actually strong enough to pull off this thing. Instead, island. Go for an island. Bite. Oh, it's not doing that much damage, though. It's going to give us a nice opportunity to stall and save up the monies and find any kind of excuse that isn't admitting the truth that I can't deal with a singular morph. Oh no! Avast ye, Jackie Peng. Avast ye, no more worries. Flippin' little Valkyrie is here and hasn't killed it. Oh, a Star Peng makes nemesis to everything. But we got a knockback there. Come on, little Valkyrie. Do it again with your nice fast attack rate. One more and okay, you're dead. So not that much health then. Okay, so it's mainly the speed then. It's just, I don't like Star Pangs and I like them even less now. I was about to say, how's it doing for recharge time? And would you look at that? We are already able to get another one when the monies suit us to do so. That's lovely stuff. So as well as being fast and a fast attack rate, it's a fast recharge time as well. A little bit Valkyrie-y, but not quite as tragically awful as Valkyrie, because I guess it's an Uber. Skablam, you're done. Another fastishly done level. Another few XP to litter our pockets. Gory, not gory then, but a gory. Poor bloke, he didn't look too happy, to be fair. He looks like me when I'm trying to do 200cc in Mario Kart. This one is max deployable units 10, and I think having expensive units is going to make sense here. The only change I'll make is putting Zamboni in instead of the drone that was there before, so that we can meat shield perhaps a little bit better and barely use any units at the same time. We're back to the grassy lands. I do love a good grassy land, and we can use our fishman now as well. Excellent stuff. Will that one-shot the gory? It won't. It's a strong old gory boy, but I get it. It's gory. There's going to be gories everywhere, aren't there? I mean, I love it. Brand identity. What can deal well with a fast gory unit? Why, it's a fast unit of our own. Little Valkyrie coming in and wrecking house. At least I hope. Wrecking gory, most ideally. I'd like my house to stay intact. I keep using these phrases not knowing what they mean. Wrecking house? What is that supposed to mean? Is that making war against music genre? Despite my best efforts, which roughly translates to forgetting there was a very small deploy limit, I've hit the deploy limit. But nevertheless, do not worry, we've just completely brute forced it and beaten it. Gregory of no trouble to us, gory gone in a flash. Sound a bit sillet bangy there. Broton. I remember Broton. I think we're getting closer and closer towards the end now. Another max deployable cat's 10. Perhaps I will adhere to the limit a little bit better this time. Let's give this one a go. The rocky Marsy lands of mountain land. I'm good at descriptions. See, I remember Broton having quite a lot of peons last time. That's what I remember about it. And what do I have? A whole load of nothing when it comes to, you know, waves and that sort of general thing. Oh, heavens above. There's an Ultra Barbar as well. I mean, that's all right. We can break barriers. I just need to get started earlier, and we might be able to find a way through this. Maybe. First off the bat, Zamboni, go. Don't even have much space even now. Then Island Cat for the snatch. And then what? I don't have monies for anything. And these things aren't going to give me many monies. This is tragic. I'm stuck here. I'm not going to succeed, am I? This is going to be awful. My best hope is a well-timed A Bahamut to the face of all these flipping enemies, and I mean, if they don't get a shot in, ugh, that's a moot point. They do get a shot in. While I was doing that, Discord flipping moved me to AFK. How rude of it. Is perhaps Fishman a better alternative? No, not if it keeps getting hit like that. Oh, definitely not. That was dreadful. Maybe little Valkyrie this time? Zamboni. An island as soon as I possibly can, and I just gotta hope that it does the same thing as we had it do a couple of rounds ago, but a little bit better this time. Maybe killing some of those ginger snatches. That is sort of mainly what you're there for, my boy. Right, little Valkyrie, go. And there you go, that's a huge area of effect. And what does Regit go and do? He, of course, goes and that was almost a loss. Regit put down the wrong unit. We're almost there. I can taste it. I can taste the almost victory that could be made a lot easier by just exiting the level. I will never back down. Flipping iOS 12. Can you... No, you flip. Zamboni. Go, 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 go. Look what happens when I focus. My voice gets 10 times as exciting. I should have just had that inkling of remembrance in my head that Broton is a level that is such like this. But what are we doing next? It's an A Bahamut I think we want to do next, because as it gets knocked back, it's going to do new multi-hits and keep stuff at bay. That's the idea, at least. And I think perhaps I would have... Oh, no! Flip's sake! I nearly had it, and you screwed me away from it. Now I'm going to have to make some boring loadout and do it normally. And it's all your fault. Okay, here's the deal. I have put Manic Macho legs in my slot, but the rest of it remains unchanged because I want to do this the same way as I was doing this before. I just hope that I don't lose again, because I was getting somewhere. I was nearly there. I was about to succeed, and I reckon, given a little bit more time, I could have succeeded. And it seems as if this kind of semi-luring thing's working well for us. Little Valkyrie, go for it. And then I think we want an A Bahamut after that, quite possibly, to get rid of all this stuff. I'm going to have my hand over the pause button, like so. I've done a Manic Macho legs anyway. That's cheating. Flipping Regit. Little Valkyrie, you going to break barriers? Is it only a chance for you to break barriers? It looks like it. Not a very good chance either. Come on. Barrier break. There we go. Lovely stuff. That was highly unimpressive. I think we would have needed Manic Macho legs for this next bit anyway. I was considering going back and trying it again to get the start off properly, but we almost did it. And we did it in thought and in hope, and that's the most important thing, isn't it? It's the taking part that counts. And breaking barriers? No, okay, that was a nice try. We've got two little Valkyries now. Will breaking the barrier be any less painful? No, apparently not. This whole barrier break thing, I don't think it was the greatest thing to be the selling point for your little Valkyrie. This isn't that great. The problem is as well that I too have been duped, and it's my only barrier breaker here. But while I was saying that, they must have heard me and they've started breaking the barriers. Good stuff. I think all we have now are a few more flood of peons, the occasional Ultra Barbar, and then we'll have the level done. And that will be nice and sorted, I say. Good stuff. And of course, because of its recharge time, a triple Wild Valkyrie. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you? We've had an opportunity to get a lot of different units here. Although, technically not a lot of different units because of the deploy limit. Depends the way you think of it. But I mean, I look at that and I think, no gacha. Well, I think that'll do it there. We've had a good time with our little Valkyrie cat. surely more adventures to follow. A dubious barrier breaker at best. Not sure why they're advertising that so much that it has its 4% chance to, seemingly. I mean, obviously that won't be what it actually is, but it feels quite low. But you can stack them, I guess, in a long-winded level. But there's far better barrier breakers out there. And I think its speed does help it be a good unit, a lot more than some vague barrier breaker ability. But what do you think? I'm interested to see what you think. I'm gonna toddle off now. Thank you for popping along to the video and giving it a watch. I bid you goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed.